It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we have Amon-Ra St. Brown on center stage. Always.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down. The numbers for Gibbs from last week.
11 carries, 112 yards, and a touchdown.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there and are confident they can repeat it again this week.
And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Gibbs straight ahead.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Daniels looking to throw.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
They'll run with Gibbs.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Gibbs again. But he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. To throw is Daniels.
Pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Daniels going to throw for it.
And it's caught. A great open field tackle that's going to stop him shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon.
Now a run. Here's the rookie from Penn State.
Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not. Did not get back there. It's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
The Lions offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And as we transition into the second half of the season, he continues to put up big numbers on a consistent basis. Currently the NFL's leader in passing as we play here in the month of November. Now Daniels. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
To the air goes Daniels.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Here's Daniels.
And his throw is incomplete.
Daxton Hill was right there to break up that play. You talk about this Bengals defense.
They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Gibbs is going backwards here, all the way back to the 5-yard line.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
And he's got it. And in for the Lions touchdown.
Jamison Williams.
His 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes this a 9-point game. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure.
Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Burrow will throw. That's caught. Andre Yoshivas. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Here we go.
Now it's Burrow.
Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Here we go. 11 MP. 12, 12, 12.
From the gun, a give to Brown.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
The Lions offense and Jaden Daniels getting set for this next possession. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his impressive season total as you take a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes at this point in the season. This to Laporta, right side. Big strides, look at him go.
Touchdown, Detroit!
Sam Laporta, 70 yards. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Breaks through the contact.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now.
11.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
42.
Now Burrow.
is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. Open man is Yoshivas. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
11.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here.
And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets them into a 3rd and 1 situation. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Here's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Here we go. 11, empty. 12.
They'll try and run for it with Brown.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11.
11, turtle shot. 11, Thomas.
Now it's Burrow. He'll look to Gesicki on the out route. Ball is caught.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. That's to the pylon and incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals.
Chase Brown, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals get a bit closer.
And you can bet when they were in that huddle, there was definitely some urgency because I'm sure they were saying to each other, we got to push this one in right now so we don't have to rub this on 4th down, and there'll be extra bodies in the hole. That's excellent work there at the point of attack. All it takes is one little crease as he fights his way into the end zone.
The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Throwing now is Daniels.
It's complete to Williams.
And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Here's 3rd and 3.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
He has really thrown the ball well here in this first half. You see the numbers, up over 200 passing yards already.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll look to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is a really simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Point after, right down the middle. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Pushing his way through.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Let's get set. 12, 11, MT. 11.
Throwing again on second down.
Burrow, now a short one to Gesicki.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
On the right side open is Gesicki.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. This one complete to Yoshivas.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback, and the third quarter will start from the 30. The Bengals offense and Jamar Chase set to take over once more. And as we move deeper into the season, he continues to put up big numbers on a weekly basis. As you see here, he's the NFL's leader in receptions to this point of the year.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Ball on the 39. Here's second and a yard.
Gun. Dad. What is that? Dad.
An inside give, Brown. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for first and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Now a short one to Gesicki.
2 yards on the pickup there. And it's second down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
Here we go.
At the 41-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down.
Burrow.
That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Back to throw again.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
In motion goes the tight end. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up second down.
Here we go.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 25-yard line.
Burrow on play action. That's pulled in by Brooks. 7 yards there and a first down.
Gun. Got.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Got.
Burrow will throw. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki.
And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now it's Burrow. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
Now 3rd and goal.
Got.
To the air again, Burrow. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. 4th down, so Zach Taylor sends out the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And fighting down inside the 25. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
And this is exactly what you're looking to do offensively. If you can start stringing some runs together like this, you'll keep churning out 1st downs, and that's going to put you in a great position to carry this one home.
Throws out left. It's caught by Williams.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the Bengals are right back in this football game.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Andre Yoshivas.
74 yards.
And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Lions offense and receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown set to go once more. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early, and it has paid giant rewards to this stage of the game.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
They'll go again with Gibbs.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
And this is the worry because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That is caught on the move past the 40.
And down to the 16-yard line.
You take a look at his receiving numbers so far. He's been terrific. Up over 100 yards now for the game.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
Here's Daniels. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches.
Again, it's Gibbs.
And this time he is in.
Yes.
Jahmyr Gibbs. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Lions get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
From 5 yards further back, the extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. fighting through at the 25.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So Burrow and the Bengals
Down by 10. A little under a minute 50 remaining. And they're in danger of a third straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10.
That's complete to Chase.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Let's get set. 11, 11. 11, MT.
Burrow.
11, MT, paint.
And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 39.
Now Burrow.
And that is incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And he'll spot Higgins open left side.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
What can they come up with here? It's 3rd and 7.
12, 12, 12. 11,
Burrow.
mighty. 11, mighty.
Open man is Yoshivas.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs.
Gets past one man.
And he will have a Lions 1st down, and that's the one that should seal a victory. Another run for Gibbs here.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain.
And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. That last run going to put him over 100 yards for the ball game. So it's a win here for the Lions, and it was thanks in large part to the play of their 2nd-year quarterback.
Yeah, he was just on target all afternoon with 3 touchdown passes. They couldn't find a way to stop him, and ultimately, he guided them to victory.
So for Detroit, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's